Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mouthpiece Entertainment Movie Reviews. I'm Nick P.
And I'm Diana. Hello.
And today we are talking about...
the new Saw movie, the Spiral.
Spiral, Book of Saw.
Yes.
And honestly, I wanted to see it because this is Saw. You wanted to do everything but see this because...
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Like, I love the Saw series. I'm actually a big fan of, what do you call the genre?
Torture porn.
Torture
It
porn.
is definitely torture porn.
I am a big fan of torture porn. Hostel, all those movies. I'm like, this is my jam.
Yeah, and this one came out. We all said the same damn thing. Well, possibly not you, but definitely me. What the hell is Chris Rock doing in a Saw movie?
And that, more than anything, intrigued me. I was like, what?
And
Chris Rock?
And we're here to tell you, Chris is nailing it in this goddamn movie.
I was happy.
I went in thinking, we're going to get lame-ass Chris Rock. Why do white people do this? Kind of bullshit. And no, he was acing it. Okay, you know what? There's one time in the movie where I was like, yeah, that's what I expect from Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. And that is when he got into a physical altercation because...
yeah, that's fair.
You have to be a overboiled noodle
to not be able to fight
Chris Rock intimidating.
Yeah.
Let me get that out right then and there. But
acting wise, aside from that, and see the thing about it was there was still comedy, and his style of comedy fit in with the movie somehow, but he still was able to deliver a serious role while having the funny parts.
Fair. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. This new look that Chris Rock has where he's like, his face is like 85% jaw muscle is working for him.
Yeah, he looked like he was very tense.
It's like, they gave him this look where his business shirt, because he is a detective, his business shirt is like puffier in the shoulder areas like a woman in a movie in the 1980s. Shoulder bit. And it makes him look like harder. A rugged street detective that's been through some stuff. And all in all, that is an important thing because at the heart of this movie, it is a buddy cop film.
Which is pretty fair, actually. The style of movie was very buddy cop and the way they went back and forth and everything. So, and
him and his partner, they had very good chemistry.
I'd have to agree with you.
Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, honestly, like the only thing there's a couple things that were like, that didn't like ace this movie for me, and it was really Samuel L. Jackson, and like I got what I knew I was gonna get, and I wasn't in the mood for it before, but today I handled it better, I guess, because I was like, man, it's just gonna be angry black man, and it's what it was.
and you did make the comment, put any elderly black man in this role,
and it would have been the same.
And it would have been the same
energy.
And you are not wrong.
So
you're not wrong.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not dissing Samuel L. Jackson. I have had plenty of movies that I've liked Samuel L. Jackson in. Like, I still love that movie, The Long Kiss Goodnight. That worked for him. That was my jam.
Yes.
But I knew even just from watching the trailer from this, I was like, Samuel L. Jackson is just going to be Samuel L. Jackson in a horror movie, and it wasn't.
He's just going to be mother black guy.
Yeah, he just said motherfucker a few times, and that was really it.
But yeah, besides him, Chris Rock, Max Minghella I'm probably butchering his name, but that
was the partner, right?
That was the partner. Okay. That's his new partner. They had great chemistry, and that is not something that can be said in every movie ever.
Yeah.
So I would say in this one, they nailed it. I enjoyed it. Now, was the pacing a bit slow? Yeah, it had pacing issues. What movie doesn't?
Yeah. See, it was different, I'd say, from, it still had like Saw feels to it, but it was different from, if you watch the whole franchise, then you'll notice that the killing style is a little less graphic. Like, I mean, it's still there. You still get your gore, you still have your practical effects, but they did incorporate a little bit more special effects in this one.
Which is fair.
Yeah, that's fine. It's 2020. You don't have to have 100% one way or the other. And it was still enjoyable. But the storyline was a little bit more cohesive compared to some of the other movies. I know that they all tied together eventually in one way or another, but they kind of were reaching in a couple of movies here and there. For me, story-wise, plot-wise, I was there for the gore and the walking through the haunted house style movie effects. That's why I was there.
But it's fair to say, when you think of the Saw movies, you can't think of the Saw movies without Tobin Bell. Mm-hmm. The voice, the presence, his backstory.
And I didn't even miss it.
We didn't need that in here.
Yeah, I didn't miss it.
It was not missed. They are really giving this killer a feel of their own. They are their own person.
The voice was a little less intimidating than the creepy "let's play a game" voice. It was a little it was a little less it didn't have me unnerved or anything. But it wasn't like I said, I didn't miss it. It wasn't annoying or bothersome.
Which is fine because previous Saws always dealt with some kind of morality until it started getting convoluted unnecessarily, where he had 17 different disciples. Yeah. All of them had their own agenda.
Which, like I said, 2 is my favorite. Still is my favorite. But this one definitely comes in as number 2 now. So
yeah, easily. In my opinion, easily. Easily. I mean, not to discredit the other ones, but to discredit a few of them.
Yeah.
Because not all of them needed to be made.
That last one was just...
yeah. But this one, yes.
See, for me, I felt like it was very political. Very political, very much an agenda. It had that morality aspect, but at the same time, it was a good movie. So I didn't mind the political aspect of it.
I didn't mind the political aspect of it. I definitely appreciated every moment that Chris Rock was on scene. Yeah. And
just some of the makeup effects, some of those practical effects, there's this one part with glass in there.
Oh my God. I loved it. Creative as hell.
It was so fun. I just want to recreate some of the effects, especially that one, and just stick glass in my skin for funsies.
And you know what? We sat through another movie recently, which was Army of the Dead. Yeah. And we were like, why this ending? Yeah. Out of everything that could have happened, why this ending? We sat through this ending. We're like, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Most of the time, I like the ending. If I love a whole movie and then the ending just throws it off for me, I get really pissed off. You could have done something with this. But no, this one, I approved of the way the movie ended. It was pretty solid through and through. Like I said, for me, the story plot was predictable. Before we even got halfway through the movie, I already knew the story plot.
It's fair.
That didn't make the movie less enjoyable. I will watch it again.
If you can think of, let's say, not completely, but just think of the movie Seven, that's kind of what this was. There's a buddy cop. Yeah. Younger helping the younger, or older helping the younger, dropping some knowledge bombs through, along the way. And then the ending where you're like, okay, yes. I mean, was the ending predictable for us? Yeah. Yeah, we're movie lovers. We pick up on things.
And not only that, but how original can you get with the plot anymore? It's there's only so much you can do. True. But again, like I said, it was enjoyable. For me, I would give it a solid 9. There wasn't much room. It is high, but this is my favorite genre of movie, so I'm biased.
So I bring up Seven. I bring up buddy cop films because in a lot of buddy cop films, there is already a pre-existing relationship between the main antagonist or the main protagonist and the antagonist. Yeah. And then the movie that we watch brings a conclusion to that.
Yeah, same style.
This was ground zero for that. Mm-hmm. This was part 0 for your favorite buddy cop film. We now know why this relationship or where this relationship is going. Yeah. We've seen the ground floor of it, and I'm with it. So acting-wise, you get exactly what you get. Again, this is a buddy cop film. We're not going for an Oscar here.
No, but the acting was way better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not trying to be rude, but if you've watched the Saw movies or this, specifically this genre style of movie, acting is never really the strong. Effects are the most important part of this style of movie. And the effects were well done enough for me in this movie that I would watch it again. I liked it.
I like that. So, for a buddy cop film with higher than usual gore aspects, I'm going to go acting, pacing, overall enjoyment. I'm going to go 7.5.
That's high for you.
That is high for me.
That's really high for you.
Because at the end of the day, did I enjoy the movie?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Would I be happy telling people to go see this movie? Yes, I am. Yes, I did. I told a lot of people to go see this movie.
And I could probably convince you to watch it again.
Yeah. Now, somebody recently told me they just rewatched Army of the Dead, and they got even more disappointed, so I'm kind of going to be sad to watch it 2 days from now on Netflix.
I know, because I liked it so much the first time we watched it, now I'm scared.
Now I'm going to worry, but this one, Spiral, Book of Saw, I'm going to say definitely go see it.
It's worth your time.
Go see it in theaters, actually.
Yeah. I think that seeing it in theaters helps too because, I mean, it wasn't scary, you know, but if you can sit there and watch someone be dismembered in front of you, then this won't be entertaining for you. But if that will creep you out a little bit, then you'll be fine. And even as much gore as I adore, if I saw someone explode in front of me, I'd probably throw up. So it was safe.
And oh my God, all the little breadcrumbs they leave in this movie. You'll pick up on it soon.
The freaking puns, too, are just, there's, puns in the clues. Oh,
yes, there is. There is.
I want to be mad at this, but I can't.
Every time I wanted to bring up the only other solid acting from Chris Rock, they made a little pun about it.
Yep. Yes, they did. That's the funny part.
And I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say, go see it. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So for Mouthpiece Entertainment, this is Nick P.
And Diana. Thanks.
Enjoy the movie.
Bye.